Yeah, just a quick review of Kwan Loong Pain Relieving Aromatic Oil. So what's it for? I mean, like, why would you consider using it? Well, it's for the relief of minor aches and pains of the muscles and the joints. So let's say if you had like knee arthritis, that might be something you'd want to use it for. Or if you have like a backache, let's say you like on the weekend you went out and you helped a friend move, did a lot of bending over, did more lifting than normal. Woke up the next day and you're like, oh my God, my back is killing me and my muscles. Might need another good use for this. So what's in it? I mean, how does this stuff work? Well, anytime you're considering using something like this, you need to ask yourself one question. And that is, are the active ingredients? So what's an active ingredient? Well, it's any ingredient that has a direct biological effect or pharmacological activity in your body. So in other words, these are ingredients in the product, that really make it work, that really do the heavy lifting. So in the case of the Kwan Loong pain relieving oil, there are two active ingredients. The first one is menthol. And menthol works by giving you a cooling sensation, and so that kind of blocks the pain and kind of distracts you from the pain signals. The other one is methyl salicylate. It kind of works similarly to menthol, plus it also has anti-inflammatory properties. So that's how the active ingredients work. So the big question is, do you get permanent relief or temporary relief from using something like this? Well, I think there actually are some cases where you can get permanent relief from using something like this. So let's say, go back to the example, you're helping a friend move, and woke up the next day, your back muscles are all tight, maybe they're in spasm. So the thing when that happens is your back muscles are in spasm and they're tight. And that creates more pain, and then that creates more spasm, and that creates more pain. So what you have going on is like a pain spasm pain cycle. So what you can do is you can kind of break that up by using something like this. So let's say you put this on and you get either, total relief or partial relief. And you do that a couple times. And so what you've done is you've broken up that pain spasm pain cycle. And so the body kind of resets itself and everything goes back to normal. So I think where there's a heavy muscular component, something like this really has a good shot at getting you permanent relief. Unfortunately, a lot of pain problems are chronic in nature, long-term. Something like, knee arthritis, can last a long time, just keep going on and on, never really quite get to where you want it. In those cases, you really need a multi-pronged treatment approach to get better. By that, I mean you need to do several things to get you where you want to be. So let me go back to the example again. You helped a friend lift, you hurt your back, the muscles are in spasm, still nothing, nothing helped, only temporarily. So then you need something else to help your back pain besides this. So let's say exercise. We all know that's, like if you strengthen your back, if you stretch your back out, we know that that's a proven treatment for back pain. So, but you can't really do much exercise right now. So what do? You put some of this stuff on, you get some pain relief or total pain relief. Now you have a chance to do other things like some exercise that'll really help you. So let's say, for instance, treat your own spinal stenosis, where I'm getting this from. Let's say you want to try like some multifidus strengthening exercises. The multifidus is like a small muscle in your back, and it runs level to level. There's a bunch of multifidus muscles, kind of go from your waist all the way up to your neck. Their big job is stabilizing the individual vertebrae. So they stabilize your spine. They're the main muscle group that's keeping everything where it's supposed to be in a safe place. What they're finding now is that when you go around, you look at people that say have a herniated disc. People have spondylolisthesis, people have spinal stenosis, people just like back arthritis, people with chronic pain, people with acute pain, even people that have had back surgery and their back still hurts. They go and they get looking at the multifidus and they find a couple things, either like usually it's smaller than normal, and other things, if they stick it with an EMG needle, a lot of times it's just not conducting properly like it should. So as an example, let's say you had a herniated disc, let's say the L4-5 herniated disc on the right. They find just the multifidus on the right side at the L4-5 is smaller than it's supposed to be. Likewise, if you exercise, the multifidus, get it stronger, then the back pain goes away. So that's something else that you can do. But you can't do that until you use something like this. So here again, multi-pronged treatment approach to get permanent relief. So yeah, good product. Check it out.